So I did the thing that nobody wants to do. I actually put my money where my mouth was and decided to sign up for Meta Verified. And over the last 60 days, so much has happened. A bunch of stuff that I actually didn't expect to happen, and stuff that I was hoping to happen never happened. So I want to kind of break down with you guys what Meta Verified is, how much value it actually brought to me, and ultimately this video is going to be walking you guys through whether or not it should be worth it to you, because the truth is in about 48 hours it's going to charge me again. So it's time to break down, is Meta Verified actually worth it? So first, let's break down why Meta Verified was even interesting to me to begin with. See, here over on YouTube I have a fairly large audience, but over on Instagram not so much. And one of the issues I was running into was the fact that people were basically stealing my likeness over on Instagram and using that to scam people. And unfortunately, people were falling for it. People were claiming that I was giving away free gear, and people were sending them money for shipping, ultimately to find out that they had just been scammed. And so I wanted the blue check primarily to show people what my actual account was over on Instagram. And on a completely selfish note, at first I was very interested in Meta Verified because when it first was announced, they said that it would also give you increased reach.
The second feature is increased reach in search, in comments, and in recommendation surfaces like Explore.
Which, as most of us know, posting photos over on Instagram, pretty much all of our reach died when Reels came out. So it was nice to see that maybe photos would come back. But unfortunately, before Meta Verified even was released, they pretty much said in the US that we would not get increased reach, which was a huge bummer.
A lot of people were concerned specifically about increased reach, and we're going to not include any increased reach in the US expansion for now.
Either way, I decided that I wanted to go ahead and go through the verification process, not only just so I could know what it was, but also so I could make a video like this to help anybody who was thinking about doing it for themselves. And boy, did I learn a lot. See, when I first started this journey, my account was at 18,000 followers and pretty much getting no traction. No matter how many reels or photos I tried to post, pretty much nothing would happen. I had one post actually go fairly viral not too long ago, and yes, it got a lot of views, but I didn't see a whole lot of growth from it. It was a nice spike in views from Reels, but nothing else really came of it. But one thing that was interesting is that once my account got verified, I did notice that my followers started to grow. And I think there might be two main causes for this. See, one, I think there was a psychological trigger for people who found my account. Once they saw that blue check, it kind of made me seem more realistic and like I was a more established account. And so thus they decided to subscribe. Nope. And so thus they decided to follow. But the other reason why I think I started to grow was because honestly, I actually started posting a lot more. Now, this might be a giant duh, Brandon, like if you post more, you'll get more followers. But I started posting more, not for the reason that you probably thought. See, I didn't start posting more because I actually wanted to grow. I actually started posting more because, well, the truth is when you start paying for a platform, you decide really quick if you're actually going to use it or not. And once I started putting money into Instagram, it was very clear to me that if I was going to make it worth it, I needed to post more. And I started posting photos and reels because I thought, what the heck, let me at least try to get out 4 to 5 posts a week and see what happens. And what happened next was actually kind of nuts. See, as I mentioned before, I started off posting both reels and photos, and the photos were really just as like little placeholders for me just to get something out. But this is where Instagram kind of completely changed my entire philosophy around posting on the platform. Yes, I was posting reels and I was posting stuff that was trending. I was using trending sounds. I was doing all the things they tell you to do whenever you post on Instagram. However, it was the photos that went on to take on a life of their own. See, I started posting carousels of gear that I just had around here in the studio. In fact, I took most of the photos right back here on this little countertop. And what's crazy is that those photos went on to do so well. I mean, they went on to do way better than any of the reels that I posted. And it seemed to be a consistency in the success of these photos. What I learned was that a carousel actually might be better for me than reels. And so I decided to post more of them. And again, like clockwork, I started to see not only did the engagement on the photos go up in terms of likes and comments, but also I started to see lots of new followers coming through via these photos. When I started looking at my analytical data, you see stuff that's, fairly common on Instagram. I would see new followers come in, I'd see some people unfollow, but slowly but surely, I started to see my account grow up and up and up to now I'm almost at over 20,000 followers. And for me, this is actually huge because my account has been sort of a thing that I didn't really care about. But now with the MetaVerify project, I decided to post a little bit more consistently, and I did see some crazy growth. Now, I'm not like all those other YouTubers that are going to tell you if you post this type of content, you're just going to see massive success and you're going to blow up. No, I'm growing slowly but surely. But one thing I'm noticing is that I'm not only just seeing new followers come in, but I'm starting to see better engagement on things like my stories. And I'm actually starting to find people who are interested in my content choose to follow. And that, I think, is actually more crucial than having a single post go viral. As I mentioned before, I've had a post go viral, and sure, it's great to see a lot of views on a single video, but if the people are not choosing to follow or engage with future content and really become fans of your work, then it's not really worth going viral other than the vanity metric of seeing a lot of views on a single post. But as someone who takes social media maybe a bit more seriously than others because it is part of my job as it is a companion over on Instagram with this here YouTube channel, I personally love seeing that I can get the same type of engagement on Instagram as I do here on YouTube. So when you look at the data and you see all the great things that are coming over with Instagram, it may be quick to kind of come to the assumption of MetaVerified is obviously worth it. Maybe I did actually get some increased reach, or maybe just paying for it gave me the motivation I needed to post more consistently. However, there were some actual drawbacks to doing MetaVerified that I think is super important for people to understand. First of all, MetaVerified does cost $15 a month. And this is no small charge. I mean, at the end of the day, if you're not making money from Instagram, well, really what you end up getting into a situation of is you're basically burning money. Now, if you are someone who is a professional creator, you're a content creator on another platform, or maybe you're just a creator over on Instagram, then yeah, spending $15 a month, it can actually just be considered an investment in your business. Consider it going towards your marketing budget. However, if you're not actually making any money, the $15 a month really just becomes an expense to utilize a platform that you were previously using for free. The other major drawback is more of a psychological one, and that is the fact that now that I've been paying for MetaVerified, I sort of have this fear that if I stop paying for it, that I will start to lose the engagement that I've been currently getting. It's sort of the same effect that happened over on Facebook, where you had to pay to play in order to get any type of reach. And so personally, that's a huge drawback, that now I have this fear that I can't stop paying for MetaVerified. When it comes to my perspective on social media as a whole, it sort of has changed. Like, before, when you were a creator, you were helping the platform, and therefore it was like a partnership. You worked with the platform to create content. They gave you reach, you gave them content, which gave them something to actually bring people onto the platform to consume. And so you were more of a partner with them throughout the journey. However, now as a creator, I feel like we have sort of become like another customer of theirs. We're literally they're selling services to us. And if you think $15 a month is where this is going to stop, I think you're wrong. I honestly think that in the future, we will see not only will they charge us the $15 a month, but then there will be higher tiers. Because let's face it, there are companies like Nike who, trust me, they're not paying $15 a month for Instagram. So if they are willing to charge us the same rate as everyone else on the platform, there are definitely going to be higher tiers for those bigger companies who do want to get things like increased reach. I think it's very interesting that they took that away at the last minute, because I'm pretty sure we're going to see a new MetaVerified tier in the future that will be a little bit more money, but it will include like some type of ad spend every single month or increased reach. So this is something that I think is a sort of downside of being a full-time creator who utilizes these social media platforms, that like now, unfortunately, they are not the same free resource that we were using before. However, you now have to sort of decide, is this something you want to take serious and make a part of your business strategy overall? Now, yes, I do use Instagram and I use YouTube as my platforms, But as a creator, I think that it's super important that you don't just rely on these social media platforms. It's a reason why I actually created an entirely new platform for just my work with the Creative Fam Academy. It's like my online platform where members can sign up, they help support this YouTube channel, but I also engage with them via live streams, and I also can do things like training courses. And I'm able to make all of this happen and even have it be available via an app on your phone due to a platform called Uscreen, which was nice enough to actually sponsor this video. Chances are, if you're watching this video, you either are or are considering being a full-time creator. And if you are, I think it is imperative that you start thinking about building your own platform that is separate from all of these social media platforms. And the best part is Uscreen is that all-in-one platform that lets you do everything. And they have so many different features. With Uscreen, you can build your own video membership website that aligns with your brand's aesthetic. You can launch your own apps on all the different platforms such as iOS, Android, Apple TV, Roku, and even Fire TV. You can engage with your subscribers via a real-time professional-looking live stream, which comes complete with countdowns as well as a live chat. My favorite part is the fact that this allows you to actually showcase your content in a way that works well for you. So unlike being like here on YouTube, where along the side, there are like tons of other videos that people might want to click off of, with Uscreen, you can actually showcase your content and design it the best way needed in order to engage both new and existing members. And with Uscreen, you can choose to monetize it however you like. You can do one-time purchases, subscription purchases, individual video sales, even video rentals, and as I mentioned earlier, you can even monetize your own live events. As far as I'm concerned, Uscreen is the platform if you are a content creator to build your business on. It's the best place for creators to build that revenue generating business because let's face it, you're already creating content, but with Uscreen, you can really dial it in because it's your platform and you can make it however you like. Now, clearly I'm biased because as I mentioned before, I built my platform, the Creative Fam Academy, using Uscreen. And full transparency, I actually chose Uscreen as my platform and started working on my platform before Uscreen ever decided to even sponsor one of my videos. So I can honestly say that if you are a creator and you are thinking about how to build your own platform or how to start monetizing your content, I strongly recommend you check out Uscreen. And of course, I'll have links down below in the description to check them out because it's worth it. As I reflect kind of back on my journey using Meta Verified, as a creator, I do think that if you are a professional creator, it can be worth it. Obviously, I'm not sure if I'm actually getting increased reach or if because I'm paying for it and I'm taking it more seriously, I'm just seeing actual growth for the first time. I do find that it's interesting that my photos are actually getting a lot of engagement, which is something I did not expect to happen. However, what I am seeing that I do like is the fact that people know exactly which account is mine now. And even when I send like DMs to people, that little blue check does tend to get more people to accept my DMs, especially when I'm reaching out to brands and other companies that I like to work with either on Instagram or even here on YouTube. So will I continue to pay for Meta Verified? At this point, I think so. I'm going to let it go ahead and charge me in the next 2 days and let it keep going for the foreseeable future. You know, if the price starts to tick up, then I'll definitely have to reevaluate because at $15, it's kind of at the top tier of what I think I want to pay for a service like this. But at this point, if I ever stop trying to use Instagram as an actual marketing tool for me and I don't utilize it as a way to make money, then you can bet I'm definitely going to cancel it. I don't think a blue check is worth $15 a month. Again, if you are interested in checking out Uscreen, I'll have a link to that down below in the description. But also, if you want to just check out how I'm running my platform through Uscreen, the Creative Fam Academy, it's my platform where I teach video production. So if you're a creator trying to increase your video skills, you may find it super helpful. You can check that out. I'll be sure to have that link down below. Thank you to all the members of the Creative Fam Academy who support this channel, who help make videos like this and all the videos on my channel possible. So massive thank you to all of you guys, and I'll catch you in the next video. Peace.